What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 295 of Littleroot Lessons. I'm your host, Angelo, and I'm joined by my fellow co-hosts, the hardest working producer in Pokemon podcasting, Carl, and I don't play VGC, I play TCG now. Come play TCG and Nuzlocke with me, guys.
Brother, I love it. It's so great.
How's it going, guys?
I was literally playing TCG before we started recording.
We've literally been sitting.
We watched you play TCG before we started.
We've been sitting here for an hour. My wife is probably thinking, like, what is he doing?
Yeah, probably same.
Yeah, I think
Same.
she's going to go to. I think was it last week? By the time we finished recording, I saw that she was already in bed asleep, and I'm like, okay, so the TV's free. I can go play ZA now.
I beat that game. I finished it.
I have not yet. I am right before the rank E battle.
Oh, you got a ways to go then.
I know I have a ways to go. However, I need to take a break from the story because I have not touched the online ladder, and I do only have a little over a week to get that Greninja Stone.
You'll have another shot
I'm
to get
gonna
it.
miss it, guys.
You'll have another shot to get it. It's fine.
I will have another shot. Well, also, I have, so I already have an alpha. I know, the alpha, because of the hitbox, it's larger. But I have an alpha Magikarp that I can evolve into Gyarados, and it already has the 252 HP EVs, so that's an easy train. And I have a Gibble that I can train up. So, I know just a core of those two alone, I could probably just get to, rank K?
Yeah, you just gotta get to K.
Yeah, so I know I can absolutely get there. Matt and I were actually talking about different, third mons to put with that. Either Screen's Cleft, Screen's Meganium. We're talking just workshopping those that last slot, because I think he's on the ranked ladder. He's either ranked B or just got to rank A.
I think he just got to rank A. That's what he posted.
But yeah, we were workshopping stuff. I am very interested in getting into this ranked meta. Hopefully, especially once I actually unlock all the Mega Stones and get through the game.
You're gonna be doing that for a hot minute. Let me tell you.
Yeah. I have a good bit of Mega Stones already. But
As someone who really only bought the Mega Stones he needed during the story, and then kind of just built his team around other Mega Stones that he just got from the story, I only own maybe half the Megas.
Yeah, right now
at the end of the game.
I think right now I have about at least half of the available Mega Stones from me, maybe even more from the.
If you're only rank E, you got.
Yeah.
I think it's 12. I think you're missing. There's 12 that are locked away that you can't get.
Yeah.
Yet.
Oh no, there was a Pokemon. There was a Pokemon I was using on my team religiously that I looked up, and apparently it's one of the last Mega Stones you get. So I'm like,
there's a lot that you get at the very end. I was like, man, I wish I got this
Want me to tell you what really
2 hours
sucks?
short sooner. What?
The best special fire type attack, Houndoom, especially at this stage in the game, this best special fire type attack that Houndoom has available to it right now for me is Fire Spin. I don't get Flamethrower until it's level 50, and I think it's the and then the area for the TM that the area where Flamethrower is for the TM. I think I read it's locked away behind rank B or whatever.
It is.
So yeah, so I'm like, well, this is useless. So you have one fire type that's solid. If you could Mega Evolve this fire type, well, I mean, I'm not going to figure out what it is, but I won't say it just story-wise. If you could Mega Evolve this, would be great. And then the one you do get to available Mega Evolve immediately, you don't get good stab until you're way later in the game. So I beat the Victory Bell with a Pidgeot.
Hey. Whatever works, man.
Yeah, it's stupid if it works.
I had Charizard at that time on my team.
I picked Squirtle.
And then...
wow, you were so incorrect. It's not even funny.
I ended up swapping Charizard out for Camerupt.
Yeah, I was thinking of trying Camerupt as well. I'm trying to use different Megas and different Mons I really haven't used before, outside of...
I only changed Pokemon on my team a few times. There was the big changes were once I got Mawile. I went and picked up Mawile because Steel Fairy in this game is still freaking busted.
That's what I might try training up.
I did a lot of just maneuvering of types around because I didn't want a lot of overlapping type coverage because when you get to the end, type coverage is really important, and the wider variety you have, the better. You don't want a bunch of the same the same types over and over and over.
Yeah.
Coverage, like the moves, the coverage moves will be there. You'll figure that out however you want to do it. If you want to do setup and then stab, or have all coverage, whatever, depending on how the Pokemon works, you'll get that figured out. But I had a mix of Pokemon that would set up, and then Pokemon that were just all moves, and then there was a couple Pokemon that were more just support with some extra stuff tossed in. I used a lot of toxic spam.
Yeah. Oh no, I've seen like statuses feel good.
Which fun fact, alpha victory. The only way you get toxic on Victory Bell is the alpha.
Really?
That's really weird.
They don't have the TM.
Until you get the TM, that's the only way you can get it. And so it was a situation of if you delete it from the alpha, it won't learn it again, period. You'll lose access to it from the move relearner system.
Yeah.
So it's just like, man, I don't want to get rid of this because toxic is really good in these story battles.
Yeah. Sadly, we aren't able to talk. I wish we could talk more about ZA. We might be doing that.
We had a whole episode about it.
We did, but it's
that was before I'd beaten the game and whatnot too. Yeah, I want to do it. I want to talk. This ZA is probably, in my opinion, probably the best Switch era Pokemon game. Period. Yeah. I think it's the best we've gotten.
But yeah, no, I think it's been fun.
Also, it's completely totally designed for the Switch one. That was its original, 100%. Its original console was the Switch one. It was supposed to be out before the Switch 2.
Well.
Is this one of those that I'm just going to need to go pick it up on Switch One and just play
legitimately,
it?
I know a ton of people who are playing it on Switch One, and they say the only difference for them is the load time's a little longer, but that means you actually get to read the little tips, because that I wouldn't say it's a downside.
The load times are longer. The graphic shader isn't as crisp as it is on the 2, but that doesn't really impact the story or the gameplay or anything really.
No, this is not a Scarlet and Violet. Hey, the game breaks potentially if you look at it the wrong way, sort of thing.
I will say, if you want to buy the game but are looking at maybe getting a Switch 2 on later on down the road, just buy the Switch 2 version now, because your Switch 2 version will play on the Switch 1.
Also, I do think, and this is not just for Carter, but just for the fans of the pod, at least as of right now, I read that there was a a general 15% off coupon from the Pokemon Center. Like, if you just order it, which you could buy the Switch 2 bundle with ZA on Pokemon Center, and it would just knock 15% off.
All right, hold on.
He's looking, and while he's
we might have a Carter buying a Switch 2 live.
Broke him, and after breaking him, we're going to talk about what we actually are here for, and that is the Lille Regional Championships that just occurred this past weekend, just ended today. A very interesting event in terms of the logistics. A lot of early day mass disconnects.
Oh yeah, I've heard
they're sold out. I
stories.
can't. Darn.
Oh no.
Oh no! I just saved myself hundreds of dollars. Oh no.
Well,
anyway.
we tried. But yeah, those weird mass disconnects. Doing phase 2 games on day 1, but also it was weird. Because initially, I know you said when we first woke up, Carl, you were like, why are they doing 9 rounds early on day 1? Did they actually hit the kicker for that? And the answer was no. Only 679 teams registered right now on what's it called? Lab Mouse. So it didn't hit that mark. So it sounds like they made sure to very much use the terms phase 1 and phase 2 on stream, the proper nomenclature. And that's really for them to be able to say we're playing phase 2 games.
There you go, Carter.
So on day 1, so separating the 2 parts of Swiss into Top Cut and as their own things, and not making them certain days.
Yeah.
So,
Carl, why would you send this to me?
Because I know you want it.
See. Here's the problem, though. I want it. I just don't want to buy it.
I mean, as
only have like a
someone who,
rich uncle or something to just buy.
I
it
know,
for
right?
me.
If only.
Literally, both of you.
Carl, did you say anything? I don't think I said anything.
Nope. But what I was getting ready to say about the whole playing day 2 rounds on day 1, I don't think we did that in Milwaukee, did we?
No,
I
you
don't.
didn't.
I
No,
don't.
it was-
We didn't play our Swiss round 9 in Milwaukee. We only played our first 8.
Yeah.
And then if they played the 9th round, it wasn't televised.
Yeah, I have no idea. It was.
If you went to Milwaukee and was there for that, please let us know if that was what happened, because I don't remember seeing around 9. I guess I could go ask Leonard and see if they played round 9 on Saturday.
Yeah, and also if you're at Lille, because the answer that at least I was hearing was they wanted stream to be more Top Cut focused on day 2, but also like we streamed all of top 8 on at Milwaukee, so
that was the other thing. It's like we got all the top 8 matches through
so like
whatever on Milwaukee, so I don't know what happened
earlier. Like at Milwaukee, there were like the matches into top 8. There was a match that wasn't aired there, but yeah. Want to talk about the Pokemon first?
Yeah, we can talk about what was usage here.
This is a very Angelo-coded format in the fact that Ursaluna, Blood Moon, Dragonite.
It's literally the first 6 could be a team. Like,
I love it. I like very.
I actually I think the first 6 are a team. Like,
yeah, pretty much they might be somewhere. They aren't the most common team.
Usually that Rillaboom or Ensign slot is swapped out, or the Golden Ghost
honestly,
out.
like the Sneasler slot can be swapped. Like Doug plus Ensign was just in general really, really good this weekend, in multiple ways. And then of course we've seen the Annihilate. We've seen it used on multiple different teams.
I'm excited to talk about the Annihilate team in top 4.
Yeah. The Archaludon we've even seen on like screens teams with just good stuffs around it. With like,
I was wondering which one Terra type. Okay, Bug was most common, with fighting being second.
Yep.
I was wondering if they had finally started to figure out that the fighting and the Bug were better than like the electric and like the fairy.
Well, I think the other thing with the electric, it also depends on. That was really when like you were just like, I'm going to kill every Goldengo, because the Terra Electric Electro Shot, one shot even through. Like,
there was a choice scarf
based.
Now I gotta find it.
We'll find that later. And then again, like the Basculegion, Volcarona has been doing great. And a little lower down, we are seeing some Pokemon that used to be staples of this format that are still being used a lot. With the Tyranitar, the Kingambit, the Amoonguss, Electabuzz, both Indeedis, P2, Kilowattrel in 26. Good for you, buddy.
I'm about to say, Garchomp and Kilowattrel actually had really good days this weekend.
Yeah. The teams that they're on are really cool teams. And then again, going down like Farig, Dragapult, Prim, Talonflame. Like a lot of like the early stuff has really fallen off. I think we've really settled on these are absolutely the best Pokemon right now.
Yeah,
or at least the best.
The top 10. The top 10 is pretty much locked in on like what it is. It's kind of just where it's at in the 10.
Yeah. Now, if you want to just toggle to put in 98 for the top, other one right above this. Yep, just throw in there. That'll be day 2, or at least phase 2. And if you just click Pokemon. And so really not a lot changed. I think the big change here is you see Basculegion and Volcarona move up a little. Ursaluna Hisuian enter the top 10.
Archaludon falls out. Yep. Annihilate falls out.
Pelly just falls out. One of the things I did notice when I was looking this morning at Top Cut Explorer, I think it's like the top, at least going into Sunday, I think it was the top 13 or 14 teams. Each one of them had a form of Ursaluna on it, whether it was Blood Moon or Hisuian. to show just how insanely powerful those Pokemon are. Kommo-o had a really good showing today. A lot of good players using Kommo-o. Again, Grimmsnarl, if you want to click Grim.
What are we doing?
See
One
see it in a lot.
shot.
Yep. And if you want to look through the teammates, we see mostly like the Goldango, like a lot of the different just good stuffs with Grim.
Yeah, Grimm's just kind of becoming just like another like little Gloomon to help these teams survive more damage.
We did see 2 Smeargle.
We did.
And Smeargle did very well. And we also saw 2 Ribombee used by 2 very, very talented players on the same
They were the exact same team.
Yep. Two of the, I'd say, arguably 2 of the top 5 players at this tournament in terms of accomplishments showed up with the same team, and they both did insanely well. One did very, very well.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah. But no, this was and I think with Ribombee showing up here, it is showing, like, we saw a Dashund on stream, we saw a Weavile on stream on day 2. Blaziken here, and what's funny here is I believe that team, or at least those mons, that's not the exact, like, the Japanese ladder team that people are using with Blaziken in September. So people are
Blaziken had an
more with that.
awful day 2. Just FYI.
Yeah, well, it's a Blaziken.
Like, it had
it's
awful,
it's
awful
just,
day 2.
You know, it tried. It did its best.
Oh, there's a Slate King. That's cool.
Yep. We saw so what was funny with Hisuian Zoroark, yesterday in day 1, we saw a Trick Room team using Frisk Dusclops.
I'm about to say, yeah, we saw that Frisk Dusclops.
And you're wondering, why would you use Frisk Dusclops in an open team sheet? It's to figure out which Pokemon is the Hisuian Zoroark.
Who's the imposter? Literally.
Yeah. It's literally to check, because they're like, okay, pressure
That's
is
really
what
funny.
it is. But yeah, it was Wolfe Glick, Yuki, and Dr. Aaron Trailer, went and used, at Milwaukee, went and used Hisuian Zora. I'm not going to get got by this.
Yeah, it solves a lot of problems for your Trick Room team if you can figure out who the Hisuian Zoroark is.
Yeah. That didn't really come into play this weekend.
I think there was a handful at best of Hisuian Zoroark.
Just one made day 2, and
but yeah, just one made day 2.
0 win percentage, and yeah, they went 0-3. It's just not good.
Not good.
Who was it with? And it wasn't with the Wolf team. It was with more of like a Mouse Ape Trick Room team, but still kind of cool.
Yep.
I am enjoying Mouse Ape, or at least like Mouse Ape. Like, it's an old team, but I was still using I was going to say the Weavile. We're going to end up talking about the team that was on. We'll talk about the Smear.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I thought that team was so cool.
Yeah, let's just dive into these teams. Marcos. So, not to call and again, not to make light of the video that Wolf posted. If you want to know more about that, just go to his channel and watch it. I don't think the 3 of us have the ability to truly like dive into what that video is. To me, though, it kind of read like a soft launch retirement video.
Yeah.
Around this time last year, Jay Carter and I were going and saying, after Marco's third LAIC, like one LAIC, after their third IC victory, the conversation was, does Marco have a shot at challenging Wolf for GOAT? And if Wolf is taking a step back, Marco this weekend, again, winning this regional, is establishing himself and saying, yeah, one GOAT's retiring and another one is coming up. Marco, like, this is a really cool team. What's also crazy is that you also had Dill, who Wolf beat at UIC this past season, running the exact same 6. Yeah. And it's just another look at how we can offensively run this Doug trio. Instead of using the very popular Terra Electric and Lefty set that we've been seeing on the Ursaluna more often, going back to the classic Terra Water with Assault Vest, the Life Orb Goldango, and the Loaded Dice Dragonite, The differences here, though, is that we're not running any boosting moves. We're running 3 attack Lorb Goldengo, and we're dropping Haze for extreme speed on the Dragonite. I think the 3 attack is really cool. Just adding the extra the rock coverage to attack into your Terra Firemons or like the Incins. I think that's just really cool on the Goldengo, and you're just naturally doing so much damage with the Life Orb. Your Terra Steel, that offensive Terra is really boosting up your Make It Rain damage to just account for the fact that you don't have the ability to Nasty Plot. And also, there's a little tiny baby bee who can click Fake Tears. And, Fake Tears is the equivalent of a Nasty Plot.
Yeah,
that's Nasty Plot when you can just...
that's why this works, right?
Yeah.
You get to run the Clanging Scales Kommo-o with 3 attacks, and the Life Orb, no Nasty Plot, Golden Go, and the Assault Vest Ursaluna because you have Fake Tears.
Yep.
Like, that's the only reason why this works. If you don't have this Ribombee doing fast Fake Tears things, it probably doesn't, gel as well as it probably looks like it would.
Yeah. No, and I will say, the Ursaluna, especially the Kommo-o after it gets its Throat Spray boost, and the Lorb on Goldengo and the Terra Steel, it definitely helps those Pokemon pick up the KOs it should pick up. However, the Ribombee makes it makes sure that you actually get the important ones you need with the Fake Tears. Now, you could also be wondering, why are you using Ribombee? Why aren't you using something like Whimsicott? Because it has Fake Tears, it is Moonblast. You can run the exact same moveset as a Whimsicott and have Prankster. Well, it's because of the ability Shield Dust. Shield Dust is pretty much a Covert Cloak. You ignore the secondary effects of moves, and it effectively gives the Ribombee 2 items in a sense. When you come down to this format, everything's slow enough. There isn't some super speedy Pokemon to the point where manual Tailwind is fine. There's in most cases your Ribombee, which I know is fast. I just don't know the exact stat.
I think it's
124.
Okay, a little bit faster than that.
Yeah, so your base 124 Ribombee, which I'm also assuming is timid, it's odds are it's going to be the fastest Pokemon on the field anyways in most cases. So the Tailwind just gets off almost immediately, or the Fake Tears, or hell, if you have to use Moonblast, you can just start clicking Moonblast. But that's why you're able to use this Pokemon over Whimsicott. One of the things I also find really neat about this team is the Covert Cloak Protect Terra Fire Incineroar.
The Terra Fire is interesting for this one in particular. I guess it's just it helps you pick up Flare Blitz rolls.
Yeah.
It's the best bet I could come up with, because there's no benefit to being just Fire type if you're already a Fire Dark type, outside of you drop a fighting weakness, but you were already playing around that probably anyway, so that has to be just for real big stab Flare Blitz.
Yeah. It is because the other thing with the Dragonite it's not doing a ton. Scale Shot picks up a lot of stuff, but it's not doing a ton of damage. So the Incineroar, you're probably running that as Adamant as well. The Adamant Terrifier Flare Blitz is your best physical attack to click on a team filled with special attackers. So I think that's the other thought process behind it. The Protect as well is just... I feel like that's just another thing where they're okay.
They aren't looking to pivot this thing in and out with Parting Shot. It's more of I'm going to utilize my Protect to keep this thing alive because I don't have that defensive Terra.
Yeah. So yeah, and it definitely worked in the finals match. We actually saw the Protect really matter on Incineroar in the end game. Just keeping it alive and making it so that Marco's opponent wasn't able to just pick up free KOs that you would expect to be able to get on the Incineroar, because you can just always click into that spot because it can't Protect. And that's the other thing. Every single Pokemon, 5 of the 6 Pokemon that seem having Protect is really, really great. You have great type synergy with the Fantasy Core as well. So I just think this is a really, really cool team. Again, it's what we were saying at the start of this was you have your set core of 10 or so Pokemon that you're probably going to pull 3 or 4 from, but you can that last spot or two, you can get really creative and find good mons with good purpose for your team in those spots. And the Kommo-o being being a spore immune Pokemon that is special dragon damage or special fighting damage is really great. And we already talked about how awesome the Ribombee is on this team. I think this is just a really, really neat team and a really, really neat way to develop on a very solid and proven quartet in Insane Dango, Ursaluna, and Dragonite. Next team, back from his ban, former world champion Eduardo Cunha. A battle of, again, two people, like top of the line players. This is the team that we've been seeing, except with a little change. We all know about the Beach Bros, the Terra Electric Lefties, Blood Moon, and the
notable
Grassy
they swapped Yawn for
Calm
Calm Mind, which I don't know. I don't agree with that really, but
I know people who have had a lot of success with Calm Mind. I know Calm Mind was around before the Yawn set. I've known people.
The scary part about the Calm Mind is you are dead to rights if they just have Encore. You cannot click that move in front of anything with Encore.
No.
Because once you're locked in, you're locked in. Whereas with Yawn, you get the chance to get out of it if their sleep turns. Yeah, you can just yawn them. Yawn is still a move you want to spam if you're locked into it. Yeah. Eventually, they'll either have to switch the Encore user out, or the Encore user will be asleep. Like those are the only two options if they're Encore you into Yawn. Those are their only options after that, unless they can KO you before you manage to Yawn the Encore Pokemon. Yeah. I'm not a Calm Mind with the Terra Electric lefty set. I'm just not a fan of this.
Yeah. We also have the Sneasler. The Acrobat.
The rest of this is literally the Frankfurt core.
Yep, it is.
Like, we don't have to talk about this stuff. It's literally all the same.
I'm just saying it's the ethical version of Sneasler. And then because we're using an ethical Pokemon, we have to use the most unethical Pokemon in the game. That's Smeargle instead of the Alolan Ninetales that we usually see in that spot, because Edu needed a Pokemon that could click Fake Out and also be Speed Control and also be Redirection and also be Sleep Spam. Well, if there's only one Pokemon that does that, it's this
Smeargle. I think Smeargle isn't actually all that great in Reg H in particular, just because the redirection has lost a lot of its value in this format. Yeah. The sleep powder spam, Pokemon like Incineroar get to run safety goggles again without having to worry about getting blown up.
Rillaboom's popular.
Rillaboom's popular. Dango's popular. So your spores aren't guaranteed. There are much better Pokemon that click Tailwind.
There are. And
this is not clicking Tailwind first in a lot of situations. And
there are 4 Pokemon who can click Fake Out on this team.
And 2 of them will do it very consistently.
Yeah. Smeargle is the 4th best Fake Out mod on this team.
Like, I feel like this is Ed just being like, I want to be different. I'm going to play Smeargle. And
it almost worked. That's the crazy thing.
He's just a good player. Like, it's not that Smeargle's good. He's good. Like,
yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to underestimate that.
Like, he was wearing his beret and being all cute to match the Smeargle. I'm just like, guy, we all know that you're just good at Pokemon. Like, the Smeargle's not actually doing anything for you that is relevant to the rest of this team. The rest of your team is just a good team. Like, it's the same thing in like TCG games, like trading card games. Like, I took out this iffy card and put a bad card in a deck that just dominates the format. The rest of the deck is still going to dominate the format, and the crappy card's still going to be a crappy card.
Yeah,
correct.
Like,
I will say,
hyping up this Smeargle it just doesn't do anything for me.
Well, I will say, watching the finals, the Smeargle did do a decent bit of work. But again, I don't know if that would have changed if it was the Ninetales or if it again was just another like Tailwind Mon that could do other things. I'm not sure there. But it was like cool to see in finals where like, okay, I can understand what it's trying to do, but it also felt like that the Goldango and the Ursaluna were just way more impactful because those are the actually really good Pokemon on this team.
Yeah, like the other 5 Pokemon are actually the good Pokemon on this team.
Yeah.
And they're the reason why you play this team. This Miracle is just there. It's eye candy to get people talking about him again.
Okay, what's the next team we have?
Literally.
So on this version, instead of using Smeargle, you use
instead of playing the bad mon, we play good mons.
Yeah, we're playing a Tailwind Pokemon that does things.
Like I said, literally just you change one mon on the already proven core, and it doesn't change that the already proven core is good.
But this mon is also really
But this
good.
mon is also good because this mon is also part of its own core. So this swap makes sense. This swap isn't just for gaining clout. This swap actually, like, in the sense of a meta, makes sense.
And also, like, it's kind of like just, at least for me, like, it's neat where going into the format, one of the most proven balanced teams was pretty much this 6, but it was a Moongus instead of the Rillaboom. And then, but like, just by changing the Amoonguss to Rillaboom and then changing the items on the Sneasler and the Ursaluna, it plays like a vastly different team by just like pretty much like 2 set changes and a mon change.
Yeah.
I just think that's really cool where on paper it looks like, if you just did a quick glance, it looks like the Doug balance team that at the end of last round of Reg H, and like even going into like August, early September, we're like, yeah, this is the 6 for running balance in this format. And then it's like, oh no, you're like, the Blood Moon plays completely differently. The Sneasler plays insanely differently. And just those 2 changes there, honestly, it's like playing a completely different team.
Yeah.
And I find that neat. We can move to the next team because I know you want to.
I just think it's neat.
I love this team.
I do not think this team is. I like the weavile. I'm never going to get excited about like Dozogiri.
I love it. This is such a great team.
I do like the Scarf Pelipper. That is a really neat
thing. The Scarf Pelipper, we've seen this before. Like, it's
not that. So it was,
you literally either play Icy Wind or Tailwind. Those are literally your only 2 slots in those options. Tailwind in this setup is better, air quotes, because Icy Wind is like, if you get stuck in a situation of, oh, there's a King Gambit across from me, and we're just going to boost the King Gambit every time we Icy Wind. Like, it's just gonna, we're stuck in Icy Wind, we're not doing enough damage to it. We're just going to boost it, and we're going to lose whatever's next to Pelipper. There's a lot that is going on with this 4, which we've seen this before. It's just, this is usually a mouse.
Yep.
Instead, we now have a fake out mon that
it's a weasel.
It's a weasel. Get it right.
You're right.
We have a fake out mon now that still activates Annihilate, still activates Stamina, but also can Oko Dragonite.
Yep.
That's the big kicker. You are faster than Dragonite.
Quite literally, it kicks 3 times.
You only need 2.
Yeah,
Angela, you only need to hit twice. 2. You only need to hit twice, which is awesome. And then you also have just really fast knockoff. Other notable thing is we have Pickpocket. So once our sash is consumed, we can steal an item off of somebody else. Yeah. Because all of our moves are contact moves.
Yeah, and one of the other cool things with the Annihilate as well is that it's taunt close combat instead of the Drain Fist and bulk up. So it also like this sort of Annihilate is trained to function without relying on the beat up to be able to do its damage. Just launching the close combat is going to be really good into a lot of Pokemon. It gives an immediate mode. I've been playing the Shohei team at my locals, and yesterday against John Lyons, just game 1 owned him with the mouse ape mode. Game 2 he had to make some, just sell out for some really tough reads, and he made them. And then game 3 he was like, well, I'm getting rid of that mouse immediately, and I'm not touching your Annihilate. Have fun doing 50 damage, like 50 base power shit to me, buddy. And yeah, just like it would have been really nice to be able to say, well, I can just click CC and have the immediate pressure off of Pokemon that is fast and has a really, really great special, like, physical attack stat. But then also having the move to take advantage of that stuff. I think that's just really great with the Ape. Being Berry over lefties is also really nice for this Pokemon as well, because you're able to just get the chunk recovery.
Yeah, get that big chunk back instead of...
This sort of Ape isn't here for a long time. It's just here for a good time. And even if you're trying to do the long time, I'm going to go beat up Rage Fist mode, having that, like, once you dip below that half HP, just getting that 25% back, it lets you just stay around a little longer.
Yeah.
Again, though, it's not that I think Dozogiri is degenerate or bad. It's not either. It's a team comp. It's legitimate. It never did anything for me.
I like it with this little thing, because a lot of the Dozogiri, the ones that get the bad rap, are the 2/2/2 style ones. It's the Sneasler and DD male.
And this is kind of 2/2/2.
This is close-ish.
It's
but
two-ish.
you can play Pelipper Weavile as your support mons next to your Dozogiri, and then it just becomes I set rain for Dozo, I U-turn, bring in Tatsugiri,
and
then I'm cleaning up. Or
and that was the
I
other cool thing that we saw.
do my support thing with Weavile to pick off whatever grass type is in front of my Dondozo that's going to cause me problems, and then Dondozo just cleans and sweeps up. That's always been the issue with the Dondozo Giri. Like, teams is like, you have to play something that's going to beat up like the grass types, because you just really have a hard time breaking through things like Rillaboom, Amoonguss, etc. Dragonite can be a problem as well. Weavile solves that problem really, really well, because not a lot of Pokemon like eating triple axle.
Yeah.
It also lets you have the fake out mon that's usually really hard to fit on these teams, unless you are doing like the Sneasler stuff. Which, if you're doing the Sneasler stuff, Psychic Terrain's involved. Can't click fake out on Psychic Terrain, so
yeah,
it ends up being its own issue. I also just like Terra fighting Archaludon a lot.
Yeah, no. Again, the Terra fighting arch has been like, that was a common thing we saw. When we were looking through everything, was the second most used Terra type, and seeing like the offensive Terra types on arch has been really neat. We've seen a lot of weird offensive types. On stream in day one, we saw Life Orb, Stellar, Terra, Rillaboom. So people are just going for it at this point in the format. And I think like the Terra Fighting Arch is another example of that. And what we were saying before with the Weavile, and this is something we talk about in the pod a lot in terms of team building, it's finding like reason and form in these decisions. Jay wasn't thinking, I'm going to make a Weavile team. Jay was thinking, I need X, exactly what we're explaining. I need to answer the Dragonite, because Dragonite is unbelievable into Dondozo, especially with the Haze. I need an answer into Grass types. I need Fake Out. And also I'm going with this Annihilate mode. I'd like something to go and
that still has the beat up. So and it's like it just checks all the boxes. Yeah.
Yep.
The other big thing is with the Scarf Pelipper, this allows you to, it allows you to be a little bit more flexible in how you get your Dozogiri online, if that's what you're going for. It also, you turn into Pelipper on Pelipper also boosts your own Rage Fist, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, no, it's just
like you decide
yeah. No, it's like
there's a lot.
I believe Jay was on stream I think he was on stream 3 times in day 2 alone. So there's a lot of footage of this team. I was only able to watch his Swiss matchup. I believe it was round 12. I suggest at least watching that one, if not all of his matches.
The top 8 match was very clean.
Yeah, this is, and I think the other thing with Dondozo teams, they're usually very boring to watch. This was a very fun team to watch him pilot. It was a good viewer experience. and I'm not judging the archetype on whether or not it's a good viewer experience. Like I'm trust me.
This was also Jay's first top 4.
Yeah, well, no, his first accomplishment, like they were going through, they were like, it was with between Giuseppe, Edu, and Marco, they were like going through. It's like, oh, that we have like X many IC championships, a Worlds championship, multiple Worlds top cuts, and also Jay's here. So to be able to really go toe to toe and be put in the same top 4 as a lot of like 3 players where if they won Worlds or already have won Worlds wouldn't be a surprise. Like this was like a really good showing for Jay, and he should be a player that everyone should be watching for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
To see them hopefully qualifying for Worlds and then going far in San Francisco.
Yep.
Okay, what do we have next?
Javier Corrales Martinez.
So we've been seeing this team, I believe in Godonks, we saw it. Again, you're using the Ursaluna, the Balance Bros, and the Ninetales. And instead of using, like, again, your Flex Spot and your Goldango, you're instead using the Volcarona and the Adaptability Choice Scarf Basculegion. Usually we see it with the Covert Cloak because we don't have any redirection on this team. However, we also have seen the Volcarona use the Grassy Seed as well on this team because we know how good we already know from
the +1 on defense is really good for it.
It's insane, along with just clicking the Quiver Dances. I really like this team. I know I almost brought this to one of my locals, and then I didn't have time to build anything, so I just was like, oh, well, I have the Shohei team.
Just build whatever else, just play with whatever else I have. But yeah, like it's got your Fire Water Grass Core, it's got your Blood Moon, Ninetales stuff that's going on. Volcarona is just a really good setup mon right now. Yeah.
Volk is a really great, like, just anti-bullshit mon. It's a Pokemon that...
That's, a really good way of putting it.
I'm about to say, that's actually the best way to put it. It's like, oh, if you can't beat the Volcarona, like, you're not probably a very good team.
Like, and not even that, like, there's just, like, matchups where you can go, like, Rilla, Incin, Volk, and just keep on pivoting out fake outs and just get your boosts up, and then just click Heat Wave 2 to 3 times and you win. I think that in itself, I just really like that mini mode within the team. And then, of course, like your Ursaluna with Yawn and Blood Moon, you're really able to just warp the entire pace of the game around that one Pokemon, whether it's due to its damage threat or its disruption threat. Even we have like the Encore and screens on Ninetales. The Basculegion, I know, Carl, you aren't a fan of the adaptability Scarf Bass.
I don't like it if we don't have rain. Like, that's my one thing. It's like I wish we had better damage numbers for it, because
I still think it's neat.
It's neat. I'm not saying it's not neat, but it's just like it just does not feel good damage wise. It is it hogs your Terra because you need the Terra water to pick up the KOs because you don't have the rain like all the other Basculegion do, and so it's just like, man. It just really feels awkward. Unless you're clicking Last Respects into them and doing that, like Wave Crash doesn't feel great. Aqua Jet will pick up a Sash if you need it, and Flip Turn will get you out. It's just Wave Crash does not feel like a good move to click if you don't have the extra boost from Juterra.
Yeah. Move on to the 6th place team.
This should be 6, yeah.
Yep. So it's not the exact Shohei team. You have 5 of the 6. The difference is instead of the Dragonite, you have the more supportive Covert Cloak Ninetales, Blizzard Icy Wind, Encore, and Aurora Veil. But then you have your double setup mode with your 2 ghost types. You're going with the Assault Vest Ursaluna and the grass boosting item on the Rillaboom. Recently, they've been going no Protect, but we have seen Protect on the Rillaboom as well. And then this is a Sash Super Fang mouse. We've also seen the mouse be like, instead of Sash Super Fang, Goggles Taunt, super bulky, along with your speed.
The Super Fang, in my opinion, is important for this team.
Yeah.
Because we don't have anything like... our damage is fine, but not great. So having Super Fang put things to half HP for us means Ninetales Blizzard picks up a KO. Woodhammer might pick up that KO. Hyper Voices pick up KOs now. Make It Rains after the first one will help pick up KOs now. Or Make It Rain during the first one because we're Terra Water, not Terra Steel. It might pick up the KO now. Just little things like that add up for this team in particular because like I said, your damage is fine but not great. So any way you can do to get better rolls is better.
Yeah, no, it's I've been pretty much playing like this core the last month or so. Came in third in my local yesterday. Bubbled top 2 is what it is. But yeah, it's I know you are. I'm just so it was my first local I've gone positive at in like a month or so. And then my buddy Liam I mentioned that my buddy Liam just looks me dead in the eyes like, yeah, it's because you've been going to events for the first time in months. Like, we've actually seen you, Angelo. It's like, wow, playing this game means that you actually remember how to play it more. I'm like, we don't need to be called out for being right. I really think that one of the cool things with this team is the damage output on the Rillaboom when you have the grass boosting item. This also has the Terra Grass as well. So again, you're really leaning into it. Yeah, it actually does a lot more than you expect, and even like times where you're just looking for 15% or so or 20% to pick off a resisted a mon that would usually resist grass. That Miracle Seed booster on top of your other multipliers, mainly the grass, like your stab and your grassy surge, you're picking up right then and there.
Yeah.
And I also think that's like a super cool thing. Boom.
Ow.
So yeah. Ow. Yeah, I know. Again, I think this is just a really neat team. It's cool to see the Ninetales on it over the Dragonite. I think that's just adds a few different little tidbits to it. And yeah, I've been playing this. It's been fun. If you're looking for just a fun team to go to locals with, something like this I think is really neat right now, and very proven as well.
Yeah.
Another team that's honestly been relatively proven and seems fun is this Sand team. Now, this is ethical Goldango. If you're not going to use the Life Orb, and this is just in general with your type boosting items, it's always plate over the other item, because the other items, whatever, the plate, you get the power of like God and Anime on your side with Arceus. So,
that might be the best reason I've ever heard.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. Like, so yeah, that's my comments on this team. Honestly, looks relatively familiar with a lot of stuff. It's.
I feel like if this team hadn't run into the Dondozo team, it probably would have made top 4.
Yeah,
I think if it ran into any of like the more balancy things, it would have been fine. This team does not have a good Dozo matchup.
No. Usually, a team like this would have the Dozo matchup in the fact that, or at least these Amoonguss and Sin Goldango teams, a lot of times they're matchup into like a Pokemon like Dondozo is because they're also running Dragonite on the team.
Yeah.
And they just click the haze button. You don't have that. You have to pretty much have to play your Kilowattrel perfectly.
Yep.
I know it was a local about 2 weeks ago, I want to say, where on stream it was like Dozo versus this 6. And in games 1 and 3, the Kilowatt...
Oh, I lied. They didn't run into Dozo. They ran into Marco early.
Oh, that's
what happened.
Yeah, that's just getting ran over by a buzzsaw player-wise. Regardless, like the Kilowatt will have to play it perfectly to be able to handle the Dozo matchup. When most of the times with this sort of team, usually without the T-Tar, because the T-Tar doesn't work with the Dragonite, you would be able to just have a Dragonite click haze. Yeah. Or even like a clear Spog as an option on the Amoonguss, but this is going for the Pollen Puff to keep your Goldango, your Garchomp, and especially your Tyranitar healthy. I like this team. In general, like this, I know I was just saying that, like, oh, Dozo doesn't do anything for me. Like, throw instant Amoonguss plus Setup Mon.
See, this one, I'm just like, this version of
Immediately.
Sand, I'm just not as big a fan of. I'm just
Oh no,
like,
I mean it's Sand, but it's literally just balance that plays T-Tar Garchomp. That's all it is.
The Garchomp just feels really awkward anytime I play with it because it's like, oh, I'm Life Orb, but I just do nothing effectively because I got intimidated.
And that's why you have the Kilowattrel there to try to deader it. But then
That doesn't do enough. That does not do anything for me.
And then you remember it's a Kilowattrel.
Like, it's a Kilowattrel. Like, cool. I got to click Thunderbolt one time before I died. Awesome.
I legitimately might bring this on Tuesday to my local. I don't know. I'm just like part of my mind's like, God, I miss playing Insane.
What's funny is we're still not done talking about Kilowattrel.
Hold on, what?
Holy. So this team is probably gets the award for coolest team in top 8.
Easily.
Yavar played
coolest team in top cut.
Yavar played a heck of a game with this, doing a lot of really cool things. We have the Toad Scroll with Covert Cloak. We have Wheezing Galar doing its neutralizing gas thing next to the Toad Scroll. We also carry just Scarf, Terra, Fire, Eruption, Hisuian Typhlosion. We have Disquake on our team with Kilowattrel Garchomp. And then Incineroar kind of just rounds out the rest of it. If you want to see this team in action, I believe they played EDU in top 8. The match was sick. Highly recommend going and checking it out because this is a Specs Wheezing. It is here to punch people.
Yeah, it's gonna chunk.
Yeah, no, and this honestly wasn't even like, because we saw Toad Scroll Wheezing in day 1 on a rain team as well, where they were using Bullet Seed, Toad Scroll next to
Archaludon.
And next to Arch as like a way, and like Bullet
it's a
Seed,
stamina
Toad
boost.
Scroll, yeah, and Bullet Seed Toad Scroll did also pick up a KO on stream. Wasn't this team, of course. I think this is just a and a lot of the pieces on this team is relatively similar to Wolf's team from, I believe it was Baltimore of last year.
That sounds right.
I played that team.
So I think it was
fine.
a lot. I think it's like a lot of the, like just going off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure a lot of the parts on the team, if not all 6, are relatively the same, but it still is just like a really, really cool team to see in general. I think it's, I just really like seeing the Disquake mode.
We technically have 2 really good Mons
mode
to sit next to Discharge Kilowattrel with the Toad Scroll as well. Toad Scroll being that, like, yes, Mycelium might means that you're going to move last with the Spore, but most of the time people are going to have to worry about the Kilowattrel clicking Discharge and Tailwind next to it anyway. So it's like it's likely you're likely getting Acid Spray or Spore off. This one also has Rage Powder to redirect whatever into it to help it out.
Is Toad Scroll faster than Kilowattrel? It's not, right?
No.
I mean, you can probably train it to be. Like,
I think Toad Scroll's a base 100.
Well, I'm saying, like, I think if you're modest Kilowattrel, you might be. I think if you're modest Kilowattrel, timid Toad Scroll, I think you might be. We can just.
I'm just curious if you can.
Well, Kilowattrel's base 125.
Oh, yeah, probably not.
Okay, so probably
so
not,
you would have to be 164 no invest.
Yeah, no, you are. I just put it in. 252 hits 177.
Yeah, you would have to be like not even like halfway invest to do that. And so it's not worth it.
Yeah, no, it's not. I was thinking
unless you want a bunch of bulk.
Yeah, a lot of bulk on your
Which
Sashmon.
You're moving last with Spore anyway.
Well, I was more asking for the purposes of like Acid Spray before Discharge.
Yeah.
You just protect your Kilowattrel on Acid Spray if that's what you're after.
Definitely cool team.
This wins the award for coolest team.
This team is definitely one of the teams of all time.
I was going to say, if you want to look at some other teams I have, which
I was going to finish out the rest of the asymmetrical top cut.
Sure.
If I can find them all. I got to go back and look at the bracket.
It goes to 13th place.
13th. So we've got Fetty Campo.
Yep.
Which is this one.
It's rain. It's the ursaluna Sinistcha rain team.
It's the standard rain team we've seen half a dozen times.
That sure is rain.
It's still good teams, good players, good. Viva Italia. Next,
we have Marcus Coe's 222 team.
No,
Again,
Marcus is fine. I have nothing against the. He's probably a nice person. Who can say?
Yeah, it's 222.
Yeah,
that's Angela's problem with it.
You're absolutely correct. It is. This is the type of team where it's just. It's unenjoyable to. I don't enjoy playing against it. Not that it's tough to play against. It's just not.
The lines in this 222 are always very kind of just like on face value. You kind of know what it's doing.
Yeah, it's not fun to watch. Next,
we got Stefano Greppi playing Doug Balance.
God, I love this team. Okay, so this is a team that I've actually have used as well. That's just a really, really fun, good team to play with. The issue I've always found with it is you always want like the Rillaboom for your terrain control and fake out, but you also want a redirection mon, and you also want all of the other things like the weather control, the screens, your Doug, your Annihilate mode, and it always just felt like a team of I want like if I could play 7 Pokemon, this team would be perfect, but I can't.
Does Rillaboom get Bullet Seed?
Yes, it does.
All right.
You could do Bullet Seed Rilla to do your thing, and then have like Magmar.
That's probably so much damage. Miracle Seed
with even if you're Terra and you have to and you're committing the Terra there.
Now I gotta go look it up. Now I gotta see how much
probably
damage this is.
Yeah.
Also, if that's what you're doing, you just scale shot at that point.
Yeah, but
you can't resist scale shot.
Yeah, but
with
you
your
aren't doing
Terra
as much
Fire,
damage.
That one doesn't require your Terra.
Also accurate.
I'm actually interested. I'm gonna look at the numbers and I'll tell you what's what in a little bit.
So how much attack investment are we putting on this Rillaboom? That's the real question.
Max attack.
I normally
do you want max attack? I have max attack right here if you want. If you're curious,
I normally just hit the second pump if I'm playing.
That's 116.
The Miracle Seed one.
So that's 1/6. So 1/6. So Adamant Miracle Seed 116 Rilla into 180 HP, 108 defense Annihilate. Bullet Seed, assuming 3. No, is this? Oh my god, 1 minute. I think this might be assuming 3 hits. This is assuming 3 hits. Assuming 3 hits.
That's average.
49 to 60.5%.
I just looked it up. Ugh.
If you're doing, and that's of course no Terra, if you hit 5 times, you have a roll, a under 0.01% roll, but a roll nonetheless to 1-hit KO yourself.
Awesome.
If you do Terrasilize into Terrifier, your 3 hits do 25 to 30% about. Your 5 hits does around 40 to 50%. Which is again way too much percent.
No, it's not nearly enough.
Doing to yourself.
Fun fact: Scale Shot doesn't do that.
Yeah, Scale Shot doesn't do that.
It still hurts. It still hurts.
One of the other things you should know if you try to do like the self Scale Shot into Annihilate, which is a 5D play, even like I've even seen things where it's like I'm trying to outspeed Sneasler for my opponent and they're like stalling out a Tailwind turn by clicking Protect. Self Scale Shot into your partner to get that.
Like that actually happens decent amount.
You can. So if you're using an inaccurate move on a side target, it can still miss.
Yes, it can still miss.
Just don't miss. Angela, you're overcomplicating this. Just be lucky.
Just don't miss. Yeah,
just don't miss.
Just don't miss.
Yeah.
You also can You also get the side vacuum wave if that was
You can,
something.
side vacuum. Like, there's
fancy.
a lot of different things you can do. No, this is a super fun team. Actually, I believe friend of the pod Mocha used this exact 6 in Toronto last year. I'm pretty sure he did. For a top 64 finish. So like this is also a relatively proven core. Again, it's just like I wish. Like I know we were just saying Magmar's fallen off. If you just had a 7th Pokemon, it was Magmar on this team. Just awesome. Next player.
Sunroom.
It's it's Marco's team, but he didn't run it. I feel like this has gotten a little outdated.
Yeah, it's so the big issue is Rain's popular. There's Ninetales
really
everywhere. There's Raynatars everywhere.
When Rain's good.
You are very reliant on having the sun with Sunroom, and so it's when you can't reliably have the weather all the time, half your team doesn't do anything.
And in the grand scheme of things as well, like the P2 ursaluna stuff just doesn't feel as strong as it was this time last year.
Yeah.
Like Tony's pretty much like done with the comp. He might return if we get another chance to return to it. Maybe its meta shape is better in champions if like P2 or ursaluna are in champions. But as of right now, it just doesn't seem as dominant or as powerful as it was like this time last year when like Junie and Tony were just day 2ing and top cutting regionals and ICs.
Yeah.
With it. But yeah, it's a cool team. Again, proven concept and good player runs good team. Even if it's a little outdated, it's still going to do well. But when you get to the stage of your top cut, everyone's as good as everyone pretty much.
Yeah.
Even for that day, like the little outdated stuff on the team might hold you back from getting further.
Yep.
Okay, what is our next
Bam.
team? This is the last team.
Yep.
And again, we've kind of already talked about this exact 6.
Yep.
But this one has the Grassy Seed over the Covert Cloak. Yeah, so
Basically, Ribombee, Ninetales, ursaluna, incineroar, Volcarona, for those that are listening.
Yep.
Thanks.
So
I appreciate that, Carl.
You're welcome.
I have 5 teams marked.
Well, put them up.
Okay. First one. One moment. Let me go here so I can share. So first team. This is 18th place. Alessandro Marchioni. And this is Sun, but like fun because there's a dash bun there.
Sun, but fun because of Doxbun.
Yep. You're running Lava Plume on Torkoal.
Fun because it Doxbun.
Yes. You're running Lava Plume on both the Typhlosion and the Torkoal to make the Dosh Bun really, 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 really bulky and be able to hit its body press. You're also able to go Helping Hand with the Eruption or the Lava Plume on your 2 fire types. And then this is the team, as I mentioned, that was running the very offensive Life Orb Terra Stellar Rillaboom to just do way more damage than we've ever seen a Rillaboom do. It's like the Grassy Glide nerf never happened.
Who needs
I'm not gonna lie, I
Glide
forgot Grassy Glide got nerfed.
Yeah, because you don't play this game anymore.
That's not inaccurate.
Yeah. No, it's went from 70 base power to 60. 60? Yeah, 60.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, because
I didn't really like to click. I didn't really like to click Grassy Glide when we had full Grassy Glide, so
I clicked it way too many times.
We are aware.
We're going rapid fire here. Next team. This is Luis Fontvales?
Sure.
Fontvielli.
Cancel me. This is going
Done.
with the another screens version of Doug. This is another team that was popular last year in the Japanese ladder that did get a little bit of a change. On this team, along with the Screens Grim, we usually see the support Volcarona as both speed control and redirection, along with some damage mitigation with the Struggle Bug. Usually we would see the Goggles Ape in that 6th slot, but instead we're seeing the Assault Vest offensive Terra Fighting Archaludon being both a secondary dragon type, a secondary steel type, and more importantly, having the ability to switch into that fighting type when we need the fighting type. Because there's a lot of times where you'd rather just have another steel or another dragon than a fighting type.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is again another example of an old team, people figuring out like, let me use this Pokemon and then doing really, really well with it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, coming relatively close to top cut. I'm just going through. 30th place is Walid Suwak. We'll go
That
with
is a Serena.
that's a Serena, and I think this is just
Serena,
a really
my
cool
beloved.
thing. I know. So first of all, this is very much a Carter team.
Yeah, it has Talonflame Serena on it. I'm in.
Yeah, it
Sounds like a freaking Unite team.
Have they added Electabuzz to Unite yet?
I don't know. Not yet.
I think
no.
Electivire would work in Unite.
It'd be cool. We're getting Vaporeon. That's the
That's
next
neat.
one.
I thought
We
all
just
the
got Mega.
evolutions were already in.
No. We just got Mega Charizard X though.
Yeah.
Do you have Y?
So
Not yet. We got Mega Lucario first.
yeah. So going into the format, we all knew that like the Electabuzz, Ursaluna, Hyper Offense duo was a very, very proven and powerful duo, especially when supported by Tailwind, which we see with Talonflame here. And the rest of these Pokemon, it's just really rounding out your Hyper Offensive trio on the left side, with just really good stuff on the right. Serena and Basculegion complete your Fire, Water, Grass. Dragonite just works really, really well with the Ursaluna. The fighting type attacks that want to go into the Ursaluna, the Dragonite will go and resist, which is really neat. And which I've always liked that little duo there. It's just, again, a proven duo. In this format, you have haze support, you have extreme speed, and you have scale shot. The Basculegion is Stellar Terra adaptability. The Stellar will help with the damage loss that you would, as Carl mentioned earlier, by not having the rain. And again, just from the Chuppa team, we know how powerful and how well the Sash Basculegion with the liquidation is able to do into the format. Serena's really, really cool as well. This team does not like going into Trick Room, so you have the taunt on the Serena along with the taunt on the Electabuzz. You are able to go and stop Fake Out spam, which is just awesome, where you can just lead Serena and Blood Moon, and you're not going to get faked out. You're going to go Blood Moon into the Rillaboom or Earth Power into the Incin and immediately pick up a KO. It also helps into other Dragonites because you have the triple axle to threaten the Dragonite or other grass types as well. I think this is just a really, really neat way to play hyper offense and also have just some very synergistic type cores in doing so.
I need someone
trying
to
to
go
figure
through
out-
and figure out how many times Angela has said something is neat today.
Put up the counter.
Sorry, Carl.
Nope. I'm currently trying to figure out how many, if triple axle from Serena, Oko's Dragonite through multi-scale.
Oh, that's
I think it might have to hit 3 times.
I'm trying to figure that
still
out.
might be generous.
Yeah.
I think you might
Jacob
be overestimating.
Margetts. This was the Bullet Seed Toadscruel team that I mentioned. It was on stream day 1. This is a weird 2-2-2, not also weird, like 2-2-2-ish, but also really more of like a 4-2. You have the Choice Scarf Pelipper with Rain Dance as well to reset the rain if your rain gets overridden. You have Surf Kingdra as a way to proc your stamina boost while also doing damage. You also have Weather Ball and Draco Meteor on the Life Orb Swift Swim Abuser. Archaludon is Archaludon. We know what this does. Terra Grass, AV, everything. Where it gets really fun is you do have the Toadscruel Wheezing. Again, the Specs Wheezing feels like the best way to play this Pokemon. Note that it does have Protect. We've seen this in the past of Protect Pokemon, like Protect on Specs Mons, just to make people think, can I get a free attack in, or are they going to just Protect and then switch? and maybe just buying that extra turn is what you need. So that is a cool thing on the Weezing. The Toedscruel works with the Arch by being able to go and click Bullet Seed into the Arch as a self-proc for stamina. And we have the Comfey to both set screens and act as a cleric for your Arch. A lot on this team, the Archaludon's doing a lot of heavy lifting, and it feels like everything else around it is trying to maximize its talents, whether it's getting the rain for Electroshot, using Toedscruel or Kingdra as ways to proc the stamina boost, Comfey going, and also being able to proc stamina with priority with Draining Kiss, or using Floral Healing to heal it back up. And then you just have this Toedscruel Weezing secondary mode that you can just lead off if people are really if your opponent's heavily indexing for your rain mode, you can just go into this Toedscruel Weezing mode and just start firing off fast spores and specs boosted dazzle.
Yeah, you can. You just blow them up.
Yeah, and that is the last team I had for teams where I was like, these were neat day 2 teams. Oh, do you want to talk about the slack? I just found the slacking team.
Yes, bring it up.
This was 80, and we can end on this. This was 80th place. This is going with the Sash Weezing, and it's really just hyper offense.
That's what these slacking ones are. It's just really just hyper offense, looking to take advantage of the fact that our Pokemon abilities don't really mean a whole lot to us in certain situations. Like Rough Skin on Garchomp is whatever. White Herb Unburdened isn't really going to do anything until they activate it. So it's like if you're turning off Intimidate, you're not really using your White Herb yet, and so you kind of get to control when that speed up happens. If you take away everybody's priority with Prankster, Talonflame outspeeds most of the Prankster mods that were doing things, and it also outspeeds most of the current Tailwind setters anyway, so it's like Gale Wing's priority isn't as important, but you get that control of I can determine when my Gale Wings works, and when my Unburdened is going to go off, and things like that. It's cool. Slaking is no Regigigas, though.
Nope. So. It lays down. It's not on 2 legs.
It does.
Slaking didn't go pull a continent together.
But yeah, are we drawn? Are we drawn this time? Now that we have everybody back?
Yeah, sure. I pick Angelo.
I was going to say it's 11-11 for me.
Who we making draw?
I said Angelo.
I'll draw. Oh, we'll get this over with.
I really
like boy, Angelo, should I grab something like one of the new megas, or
do not grab it? I'm not going to remember those. We're going to draw quickly because it's almost midnight for me.
No, that's your fault for staying up late partying.
Who do we want to use?
Can we pick an old mega?
I mean, I can. Which megas do I think Ro hasn't seen, or at least remembers very well? Oh, I know. I want you to draw Mega Barbaracle. I want you to draw the Nightmare Fuel.
No. The answer was Mega Starmie, because if Carter's going to make me draw, I'm going to make him watch me do this. That's the actual answer. So I'm going to draw Mega Starmie.
All right, that's fine. That's also the
Angelo gets to pick his own.
Because you picked that I was drawing, and I'm.
It's also the easiest mega.
Yeah,
it's
because
just
again,
Starmie,
it's 11-13
with legs.
So we're just gonna. Actually, no, it's not long enough.
No, you missed the opportunity here, Angela, to just take Patrick and Fishnet stockings.
Trust me, I was thinking of doing that, but I am going to try to draw this. Comment if you remember seeing the SpongeBob movie in theaters.
We did not see it in theaters.
I did. I saw it on opening night. Just going to look, just real long legs. Just look at those, and then we're just going to go like this and this and this and this. No, God damn it. We're just going to go like that. No, you can tell I went to school for math. Oh Jesus.
Oh God.
Do we have I can just do that.
There's a star shape on the thing, just FYI.
Oh, there is. Yeah, but like I can't go like.
Oh yeah, you can.
How do I do that?
Grab the center.
Oh, so grab the center.
Center of the bottom.
Oh, center of the bottom. Oh.
And you can
Yeah.
stretch out some legs and put it however you want.
We're just going to go. Just look at those games. And then because we need some little extras here, so I'm just going to go like I think it's like that. No,
it's just another star on its back, dude.
Oh,
it's just another star turned in a different direction.
I was going to say, how do I rotate?
Teaching Angelo how to use Microsoft Paint in real time.
No, hold on.
There you go.
It's like that, and then we're just going to go.
Boop.
Look at this. And then so we need the purple. Is that the right purple?
Close enough.
It's like this kind of. That no.
Well, you need to be on the bucket if you're gonna fill it.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, I do need to. No.
You just say no.
Well, so I made it purple.
That's fine. You can make it purple. That's fine.
Oh yeah, I can make it purple.
You just got to be on the bucket.
Bucket.
And then click your color that you want, and then there you go. There you
I have
go.
some black and some purple.
No, that's fine because you want the black because the black's going to show the outline of your Pokemon.
Yeah. And then we have
probably go back to black before you do that.
Oh, yeah. You want that there.
There you go.
And this one, this little buddy going to go in the bucket, and it's red.
Yep.
And then you have the gold.
Yep. There you go.
How do I? I'm trying to think of how I would. I think if I. No, not that one. It's more like that one, and you're just going to go. I want black. Actually, I'm going to want you on top. No. Wow. Crap.
This is my favorite part of this podcast.
I'm glad that you're enjoying this.
I am also enjoying this. I'm enjoying teaching Ro how to use Microsoft Paint.
How do I drag this hexagon away for a moment?
You can at this point. You've drawn over top of other stuff. So yeah, there you go.
I know it's like gold like this.
Draw it out, move it however you need it, make it as big as you need it, whatever.
I think it's like this size, yeah. I haven't gotten to the Mega Starmie part of the story yet.
You're a long ways away from it, trust me.
I'm excited to get there. The gold there, and now oh wow, that's bright. That woke me up.
He's awake now, folks.
And now I can go. No, I want like that. It's gonna like connect a little bucket, and the red right there. No, that's way too red.
It's also all red.
Black, and I'm gonna go pencil. I'm just saying, if I did Mega Barbaracle, we would be here all night.
We still might be. That just looks like Starmie.
Yeah, but it has long legs.
No, it just looks like Starmie.
Yeah, but it has long legs.
He's honestly really close.
Yeah, because it's just Starmie with long legs.
No, it just looks like regular ass, plain ass Starmie.
I'm about to say, yeah, it does kind of just like regular Starmie.
Well, yeah, because like I didn't like I just used the shapes. I couldn't like contort it where this is short and this is tall. Or could I?
You could if you did it the right way. You cut off the top. You cut off its head. Oh no!
Oh no!
That's close enough. That's close enough.
Get your Starmie on there.
I'm calling this a win. Oh yeah, let me just
regular ass vanilla Starmie.
I'm just gonna go here. More images. This one's like more like it's moving. Just if you haven't seen Mega Starmie move or like run around,
I refuse to acknowledge it.
Oh my god, watch that video. Oh my god, it's so funny. It's like watching a train wreck, and you can't look away, and that's the only way.
Wait until you actually get into the battle.
Yeah. No, like I will say this: watching this thing move the first time, it is unsettling. Like you will feel uncomfortable. watching this thing
It's
run around.
the reason why it's because it's supposed to be a human running around looking like in a Pokemon costume. Like that's why it makes you feel uncomfortable.
The Ultraman
reference.
But like the more you do it, the more you just honestly, it was really like Carter when you were like, I hate this thing, I hate this thing, I hate this thing. I'm like,
maybe it's not so bad.
I'm like, is this neat?
Carter, what game are you playing?
Boost Fury. Why is my music getting picked up?
I could hear it. I've been hearing it all night.
What about now?
I just assumed. We know
It's
you weren't
fine.
playing Showdown.
Yeah.
Why would I want to do that?
But also, no one should play Showdown right now. Like, legitimately.
There's no reason. I don't even think there's a reason to play Scarlet and Violet right now.
I mean, if you're going to a regional or you like playing your local, support your local scene. Like, right now, it's their struggle busing because the format is not great. But you also don't want it to be...
Angelo, hear me out on this. Support your local scene by playing TCG.
Well, I was saying, because, like, one of the things
But Carter, that requires money I don't have.
That too.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Think about this, Carter. All the money you've spent on TCG stuff, you could have spent on a Switch too.
No, I'm nowhere near that much.
Yeah,
I've seen the Pokemon collections you have at home.
I think Carter's just talking recently, and yeah, but more so what I'm saying is like VGC wise, if a lot of this, since we're stuck to card shops and VGC doesn't make money for these card shops, if they don't see people coming to events, when Champions comes around, you might not have local events to go to because they might just stop doing VGC.
I already don't have local events to go to.
True.
That's more so where you live, but that is another issue for people. Still, support your local scene. It's important. Like, I'm Wash, and I'm still going to every local I can go to because I love seeing my friends, and the game is fun to play on cart with people in person.
If you're on a Switch Showdown.
Yes. Grinding Showdown at this moment, unless you're going to a regional, I do not want to do that whatsoever right now. Which is a great thing to say on the Pokemon VGC podcast. But, like, also go to your VGC locals if you have the ability to. If you're around, like, it's just meet people to play Pokemon with. It's just really great. And when Champions comes around, hopefully early as it possibly could happen next year, you'll be just ready to go. And yeah, that is my... honestly, bi-weekly, go to your locals.
Carter, do you want to go play at a cup on the 8th of November?
I think I work that weekend.
I think I might pass. It's freaking $20.
Oh, that's rough.
Just to go play for the cup. It's $20.
That's rough.
And then there's a challenge the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
So here's the 29th?
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing that we're just trying to figure out, and honestly, we might have the answer to discuss next week. We don't have the December format.
We should have it by next week, I think.
But we also don't know. Like, there's a world where they just say no VGC locals in December.
Well, that will be bad because they already have ours scheduled for December.
Okay, so if yours are already scheduled December.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're fine then there because that was something. I don't think anyone in my group has scheduled December yet because we weren't sure what's happening. But if it's already scheduled, then yeah, you can do it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's already scheduled. Which all the schedules are tentative; they're not actually locked in. But they have my local scene. Half the locals are on the Missouri side of Kansas City. The other half are on the far suburb side of KC, Kansas. Yeah. So like an hour versus almost 2 hours, depending on where, like, what suburb it is in Kansas City, is what's driving the whole I can't go and play anymore.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Champions changes that, and also I like that's just going to be.
I'm hoping Champions means I can just play in Sedalia.
That too. Because
then it's a lot less space. I feel like not having to have a bunch of switches set up.
Yeah, being able to just do everything in mobile is going to be better. And yeah, that is kind of where everything's at. I believe we have another regional next week.
Yeah.
Gadonks. No, not Gadonks. No, Gadonks was earlier.
Isn't it Las Vegas?
Vegas
No,
is
Vegas
mid-November.
Yeah, Vegas is the 15th. Vegas is our last event before LAIC. But I know we have like 2 events leading up on the first. We can look it up right here.
It is Gdansk. Gdansk is next, and Brisbane.
Oh, it is Gdansk.
Yeah,
okay.
I thought that sounded right.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so it's Gdansk next week, and then what's on the 8th?
Nothing.
No, so okay, that's good. We have a break. Probably we can talk more about ZA because at that point, I think I'll at least.
At that point, everyone will have beaten the game probably, and spoilers are just.
That's not true. I won't have beaten it.
Everyone who already got the game has beaten the game, and you don't care about spoilers.
No, not at all.
Yeah, exactly. And at least at that point, I think maybe we can do like a little meta dive into the competitive meta. I've seen I think on it like Joe UX9 instead of playing VGC this past weekend, he went to his local.
Yeah, they had a local for ZA. That was really cool.
That is really cool.
That might be something.
That's something I'm currently trying to figure out how to do online here. I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah, we had, even if we're like throwing friendlies together, like we just get pods of 4 people to go do stuff, like to just go play it, because it seems like a fun battle format. So that'll be something that maybe we can do in the November, December leading up to hopefully getting champions again as soon as humanly possible in 2026. And if you are interested in hearing about any potential ZA videos, if you want to actually listen to Carter and go into the TCG side, he is doing an amazing TCG laddering series. We've already have 2 episodes up.
It's been so much fun to play.
One of the episodes that we will hopefully be doing recently is going to be Carter streaming and Carl and I just commenting on everything.
What does this card do?
Pretty much, and then me just going and saying, "Oh yeah, that's like the reprint of, or like
that's this boomer card
that came out 20 years ago. That's what was it? The Luminous Energy?
Yes. Yeah,
it was like that's just multi energy. You know, the card that came out 23 years ago.
Like, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's literally the same thing.
It's not because it has a different name. So therefore, for cube purposes, you can put both in.
Yeah.
Like,
that's something else I'm excited.
I was talking to Kyle about it because Kyle came over before we started recording, and man, I am very excited. Like,
you just need to put one together so I can come play.
Yes,
that I will play. I will play Pokemon Cube because I think that sounds fun.
Yeah, that does seem fun. But yeah, you can hear all about that on our YouTube page, Littleroot Lessons. You can hear all the updates on our socials at Littleroot Lessons on Blue Sky, at Musical for Carl, at Mr. Missouri 25 for Carter, and at Rose Tinted Cheeks for myself. You can hear the podcast proper on all podcatchers along with the YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Leave a comment on if you've been like what you plan on doing during the December break, or if you haven't been playing Regulation H, what have you been playing? Has it been just shiny hunting? Have you been playing ZA? Have you been doing TCG? Let us know what you do to fill the time and scratch that Pokemon itch when you are not actively playing the VGC meta, or if you are, what teams are you enjoying using? Are you using just like Ursaluna, Goldengo, Incin, Dragonite stuff? Are you playing Rain? Are you playing Sun? Are you playing Toedscruel? Let us know. And do that on our comments. Comment on the Spotify as well, because you can now leave comments on Spotify, which is really neat. I actually count the number of times I said neat today. I said that too many times. Not good.
Not good.
Not good. Or
neat.
Who can say?
It's kind of neat.
I can say. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening, and come back next week for us to cover our next European regional.